What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be spoiling Lock and Key Season 1 Episode 6. But first, I wanted to just thank everybody for checking out my videos. It's been a lot of fun for me making these videos, and we just had our first one hit 100 views, so that was awesome. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but for a small channel like mine, it's amazing. And we actually hit 200. So that was really cool, and that was a goal, to get a video to hit 100 views, and we did it. So now we're on to the next goal, and that is hitting 100 subscribers. So if you like the channel, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and let's get there. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Anyways, we had a great episode of Lock and Key. So let's just get right into it. My name is Mr. Hanson, and this is Spoiler Alert. This episode started off with Nina at the police station. She meets with a detective who says that Joe's death was a suicide, but Nina does not agree. She's convinced that Joe was murdered, and it looks like she thinks Allie had something to do with it, but the detective sticks to his original thought and closes the case as a suicide. While at Joe's funeral, Nina decides to call Allie out about her suspicious behavior, but Allie turns the tables on Nina and tells Nina she is way out of line with her questioning and how what Allie does is none of her business. She even gets Nina to question herself about ever suspecting Allie of anything. But anyways, we also got another key in this episode, hidden inside of an old sewing machine. Bodhi found the cabinet that it goes into, and when he tried it out, nothing happens. At least not that we can tell yet. Although the cabinet is the same cabinet that Nina found in the basement when she was down there with Allie. Bodhi was disappointed that the key did nothing, and he just gave it to his mom so she could use the cabinet for whatever she wants. Bodhi heads outside and has a run-in with our old friend Echo, where she once again tries to get Bodhi to hand over the keys. But Bodhi once again says no, and Echo makes some more threats against Bodhi's family, and then she just leaves. We also got this really cool scene of Sam breaking out of prison with the key that Echo had given him. It looks like this is some sort of flame key. He even kills somebody by sticking them in the chest with the key, so I'm guessing the guy in the first episode was just committing suicide using this flame key, or so it would seem right now. I think we're still just going to have to wait and find out why he would commit suicide, or if he had some other mission. Okay, so again, Allie's got Nina kind of confused if she is right about her and her suspicions, and I think Nina is right. I mean, she has a right to be suspicious, although I do think that there's other things at work here. I don't know if Echo is taking control of Allie's body and doing these things in her name. I don't know, but I just find it hard to believe that Allie is fully against us, but it sure does look that way right now. And, you know, Bodhi gave Nina that key, and that's the one that unlocks the chest. So that means that's not the key that Allie found inside of that box that she pocketed. So we don't know what that key does, apparently. And was Allie looking for the key that goes to that chest? I don't know. But right now, it doesn't look like that chest does much of anything. I don't know why the detective is determining that Mr. Ridgway, that his death was suicide. I mean, to me, it seemed pretty obvious it was murder. He had a bag over his head. I mean, that'd be a weird way to kill yourself, you know? Put a bag over. That's terrible. It's a terrible thought. But anyways, obviously we don't think that it was suicide, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. But let's keep it going. Tyler seems to be having a rough day, and his mind is everywhere that he is not. Not even Jackie can hold his attention. While the two were studying and making out, Jackie notices the key around Tyler's neck, but Tyler pulls away and becomes very uncomfortable. Jackie asks what's wrong, but Tyler makes up an excuse why he has to leave and just goes home, leaving Jackie wondering what she had done wrong. Tyler even ditches out on the 5K run that he and Jackie have been working on for weeks. Instead, he decides to go to a party and get drunk with his friends and just ignores Jackie's texts. While at the party, he becomes a bit tipsy and runs into who else but Echo. But he of course has no idea who Echo is, so he goes to have some drinks with her and they two start flirting. But Then Jackie shows up at the party and tells Tyler how shitty he is for bailing on her. She tries to understand what Tyler is going through, but Tyler doesn't want to talk about it, so he just leaves. While walking home, he once again runs into Echo. This time, Jackie would not be showing up to interrupt. Echo and Tyler share a bottle of booze and start chatting. Echo starts trying to get Tyler to get inside of her truck, but Tyler says he's just going to go home, but Echo convinces him to join her in the truck. She tells Tyler that her name is Dodge, so I guess Echo's real name is Dodge, or we'll just have to see. The two get inside of Echo's truck for a little hanky-panky time, and the scene cuts away. Okay, so Tyler was being a little bit of a twerp in this episode. I mean, I get it, he's kind of dealing with some things right now. Not only is he dealing with the death of his father, but now he's dealing with the possibility that his father had killed all those people, and obviously, that's on his mind right now, and he's not really thinking about much else. He's really blowing his chance with Jackie right now, although she seems to kind of understand his headspace, and I don't think that it's been a deal breaker yet. Hopefully she doesn't find out about him hooking up with Echo, but that's another thing. I know I said they were going off for some hanky-panky, but I don't really believe that that's what's happening at all. I think that's what Tyler thinks is going to happen, but I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think that Echo is going to kidnap him, and she is actually following through with her threats that she made to Bodhi, that she's going to dismantle the family. I don't know how she's going to do it. I don't know what's going on, but I have a feeling something crazy is going to happen here, so we'll just have to stay tuned and see how this plays out, but let's keep it rolling. Kenzie was a girl on a mission in this episode. She was desperate to figure out what was going on with these bottled up memories from last episode. She tries to show them to Duncan so that maybe he can remember what had happened, and at first, it seemed to be working, but as soon as he looked away from the memory, it was gone again, and he couldn't even remember the conversation that he just had with Kenzie. Kenzie decides she needs to go down to the cave and find out what's going on for herself. She tries to get Tyler to come with her, but he is not interested at all. He'd rather just forget about everything. He even takes the key off from around his neck and gives it to Kenzie and says he's done. Kenzie has another plan though. She convinces Scott and the crew to film their final scene down in the cave. And at first they are hesitant, but she talks them into it and they eventually agree to do it. The group heads down to the cave and they all make it. Everyone thinks it's perfect for the scene, but Kenzie does not see what she is looking for, so she talks them into going deeper into the cave, and against their better judgment, they go. They make their way all the way to the bottom of the cave, and while setting up, Kenzie sneaks off and finds a magical door, but it's locked. She tries to figure out how to open it, but she can't. Meanwhile, Scott and the rest of the crew realize that the tide is coming in, and they need to get out, and they need to get out fast. Gabe heads off to find Kenzie while the rest of them swim out, leaving all of their gear behind. Gabe finds Kenzie and sees the door. He tells her that there's no time though, that they both have to get out of there, and they do. They make it out just in time. Scott was very upset with Kenzie for this because she could have got them all killed, and she did lose all of their gear. Scott says he should have never trusted Kenzie, and he storms off. Gabe walks Kenzie home, and he does his best to try to make Kenzie feel better about what had just happened. He was being really cool to Kenzie, and Kenzie decided to give him a little loving too. So, is Scott out of the picture now, or are we about to get ourselves a little love triangle? This episode ended with a shot of Sam arriving at the gates of Key House, so this next episode should be very interesting, and I for one cannot wait. Okay, so Kenzie was feeling fearless, I guess, once again in this episode. I don't know if her fear stale hasn't returned or if it returns. I mean, I was kind of thinking, like she eliminated her fear, but as like life progressed and things happened, then she would rebuild that fear, and I didn't know if that was going to happen. But it seems like it might be happening. I mean, she was definitely scared inside that cave, especially when she saw how upset Scott was and realized how close she was to actually costing her friends her life. So I understand why Scott's upset with her. I'm sure she's going to make it up to him, but now she's hooking up with Gabe. So what's going on there? Mackenzie, damn, you can't just have one, you got to have two. That's crazy. But anyways, we are going to have to see how that plays out. Maybe Gabe and Scott will fight. I don't know. One of them's going to be a good guy and one of them's going to be a bad guy. It would appear. I mean, I know I put a lot of money on that Scott was going to be the bad guy, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick with that and just roll with that for now. You know, Kinsey's trying to get to the bottom of these mysteries right now, and these mystery, I said mystery, you know what I'm talking about, the memories. She's trying to get to the bottom of it. She shows it to Duncan, and then all of a sudden it's just erased. And so maybe Bodhi was right. This is just something that only kids can remember and adults just seem to forget. Or is there something else at work here and just Nina and Duncan forget? We don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out, but we're starting to come to the we're into the second half of the season now, so we're probably going to get a lot of the answers that we've been looking for, and I am really looking forward to spoiling the rest of these episodes with you. But that is going to do it for this one. But like I said before, we're trying to hit 100 subscribers, so you know, please subscribe if you want to. That would be awesome. If not, I mean, that's cool too. And, you know, maybe we'll pop up in your feed and you can check out another one of our videos and we can get you then. All right? Everyone, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks again for coming. Locke and Key, Season 1, Episode 6. You have officially been spoiled. So till next time, peace.